In one of the previous videos, we learned how to solve equations by undoing. This is a second video that talks about that. However, this time the equation is a little bit more complicated. Remember, to undo means to do order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract backwards. And we use the do and undo box to help us figure out what operation to do when. First, we're going to think about it as though we are really doing this equation if we had all of the numbers. We need to take a quick look at the equation itself. X minus 15 over 3 equals 25. Remember, whenever we see an operation in the numerator or the denominator, there's invisible parentheses indicating that that needs to happen first. So if we were doing this equation normally, the first thing we would do would be to subtract 15 because that's in the numerator with the x. The next thing we would do is we would divide by 3. To undo, we do opposite and backwards operations. So instead of dividing by 3, we're going to multiply by 3. And instead of subtracting 15, we're going to add 15. Now let's apply this to the equation. X minus 15 over 3 equals 25. According to our undo boxes, the first thing we want to do is multiply both sides times 3. Sorry if this is getting a little cluttered and hard to see. In fact, let me back up just a little bit. Let me get rid of that circle I just drew. Okay, let's multiply both sides times 3. Those would cancel. We'd be left with x minus 15 equals 75. If you think of our quarters, 25 times 3 is 75. You can use your calculator, but that should be a mental math problem. And then we're going to add 15 to both sides. X equals 90. Take a quick look. The first thing we did was multiply by 3. The next thing we did was add 15. We undo. We did the undo process for the normal order of operations.